Before you ask for feedback from anyone, ask yourself this. Are you in the right state of mind to take action on that feedback first? I was listening to this awesome interview this week between Brian Koppelman, the producer of one of my favorite shows, Billions, and Tim Ferriss on Tim Ferriss' popular podcast. The conversation came up about the importance of feedback, specifically Koppelman's own journey to losing weight and how he approached asking for feedback, but first, making sure he was in the right state of mind to take action on feedback. Too often we ask people for their thoughts, their opinions. We want feedback, yet we're not in the state of mind to take action on that feedback. It goes in one ear and out the other. Sometimes it makes us just feel better about the work we've done. Sometimes it discourages us. And then we do not take action on what we've been told. So it got me to thinking about the 4 key things that leaders understand when they ask for feedback. Are you doing each of these 4? Number 1, one of the things I learned when working with Michael and Amy Porter at Heroic Public Speaking is the importance of being very selective about who you ask feedback for. Despite our belief that sticks and stones may break our bones and words may never hurt us, words do so much damage. They can plant a negative seed. They can leave a negative thought. They can make us question ourselves or our ability. And so the first thing you have to do before asking feedback is make sure you trust the person whose feedback you're soliciting. If you don't trust them, if you don't value their opinion, why are you asking them for feedback in the first place? Number 2, this is the big one. Openly ignore everyone who gives the feedback unsolicited. Just like number 1, we have to be intentional about who we ask for feedback. We also have to be intentional and selective about whose feedback we listen to. More than once, I've offended someone by saying, "Thank you. I appreciate you wanting to have feedback. However, I only solicit feedback from a few select people that I've intentionally picked out, carefully trust, have a relationship with, and work with." It's not to demean or be mean to the person willing to offer advice, but if I'm going to be intentional about who I ask for feedback, I sure as heck am going to be intentional about whose opinions I take to heart. See, number 3 is, are you in the right mindset to take action on that advice? This is a big one because far too often we ask people that we respect, people we look up to, for their feedback, for their opinion, and then we don't do anything with it. We sit on their feedback, we sit on their suggestions, and don't do anything. The question becomes at that point, why did we ask them for feedback in the first place? See, if we're going to ask someone we respect, someone we admire for their feedback on a project, on a goal we have, on a pursuit of action, then we have to be in the right state of mind. Then once they give us the feedback, we are in the mindset to take action. It does us no good to solicit feedback from people we respect and admire, only to do nothing with that feedback. So number 3, make sure you're in the right mindset to take action on the feedback you're given. And number 4, this relates to number 3. This relates honestly to every one of them. Don't ask for feedback when you don't plan to do anything else. It's like me turning in the draft of my first book, knowing I will not make another edit to this, and then asking for feedback. If I'm done making changes, if I'm done making edits, then what's the point of their feedback? Just to give me a pat on the back? No. If I respect you enough to ask for feedback on my work, it means I'm still creating, I'm still working, I'm still in the process of taking action on what you say. So number 1, make sure you trust the people whose feedback you ask for. Number 2, make sure you learn to block out everyone else's opinion. Number 3, make sure you're in the right mindset, that you're willing to take action on the things that you've asked feedback for. And number 4, don't take the easy way out. Don't ask for feedback after you've already completed something. Ask for it when you're still in the process of creating, making it better, working through that process. There's a reason that every successful person, from business to sports to life, have coaches and mentors that provide valuable feedback to them. It's the process of creating, doing the work, asking for feedback, putting into action the feedback you're given that makes us continually grow and get better. It helps us improve our influence and our output. So this week, don't just flippantly ask for feedback from everyone. Be intentional with who you ask feedback for. Take action on that feedback and continually grow and level up for the goals you have and the life you want to create. It all comes down to, are you willing to compete for it? And the first step to being a better competitor is getting great feedback on how you can improve your game. Make it a great week.